In the quiet town of Eldridge, everyone knew of the old Parker house on the hill. They said it was haunted by the previous owner, who had vanished without a trace. One stormy night, Laura, a skeptic, decided to spend the night there to disprove the rumors. As the wind howled and rain battered the windows, Laura explored the dusty, cobweb-covered rooms. In the basement, she found an old, decrepit mirror. Intrigued, she wiped off the grime, revealing a reflection not of herself but of a pale, gaunt figure. Laura turned around, expecting to see someone, but the room was empty. When she looked back at the mirror, the figure was closer, its hollow eyes fixed on her. Panicked, she tried to leave, but the basement door was now locked. The figure in the mirror moved closer with each heartbeat, its mouth opening in a silent scream. Laura's last scream was drowned out by the storm as the figure's hand reached out of the mirror, dragging her into the glassy abyss. The next morning, the Parker house was quiet once more, but Laura was never seen again.
Once there was a tortoise who used to live in a pond. 2 geese used to visit the same pond every day. The tortoise was very talkative, and he used to talk to the geese. Tortoise and the geese became good friends. Once there was a drought in the town, and it lasted for a long time. As a result, all the lake got dried up. There was no water left to drink. The geese decided to fly to some other place. The tortoise asked the geese to take him along with them. The geese suggested a plan, according to which the tortoise would have to hold a piece of a stick by its mouth, and the geese will hold its 2 ends. But the tortoise should not speak. Otherwise, he would fall and die. The tortoise understood the plan and promised not to open his mouth during that journey. While crossing a village, many people saw the tortoise and started laughing at him. They made fun of him. The tortoise got annoyed and opened his mouth to speak. As soon as he opened his mouth a little, he fell down to the ground and died. The geese were shocked to see their friend's end. The tortoise died because of his foolishness.
There was a young woman who was fond of gardening. She took great care of her garden. One day she found a plant in a catalogue and decided she wanted to plant it. She planted it at the base of the stone wall in her garden. It quickly grew, but no flowers bloomed on the tree. She thought she would cut it down, but her neighbor called her and thanked her for the beautiful flowers blooming on its vines. She rushes over and realizes that the vine had crept through the crevices of the stone wall. The flowers had bloomed generously on the other side. Moral: you may not see the results, but that doesn't mean your efforts bore no fruit.
An old miser lived in a house with a garden. The miser hid his gold coins in a pit under some stones in the garden. Every day, before going to bed, the miser went to the stones where he hid the gold and counted the coins. He continued this routine every day, but not once did he spend the gold he saved. One day, a thief who knew the old miser's routine, waited for the old man to go back into his house. After it was dark, the thief went to the hiding place and took the gold. The next day, the old miser found that his treasure was missing and started crying loudly. His neighbor heard the miser's cries and inquired about what happened. On learning what happened, the neighbor asked, "Why didn't you save the money inside the house? It would have been easier to access the money when you had to buy something." "Buy," said the miser. "I never used the gold to buy anything. I was never going to spend it." On hearing this, the neighbor threw a stone into the pit and said, "If that is the case, save the stone. It is as worthless as the gold you have lost." Moral: a possession is as worthy as its usage.
A monkey lived on a berry tree on the river bank. Once he saw a crocodile under the tree who looked hungry and tired. He gave the crocodile some berries. The crocodile thanked the monkey and became one of his friends. The monkey would give berries to the crocodile every day. One day the monkey even gave the crocodile extra berries to take to his wife. His wife enjoyed the berries but told her husband that she wanted to eat the monkey's heart. She was a wicked and cunning woman. The crocodile was upset, but he decided that he needed to make his wife happy. On the next day, the crocodile went to the monkey and said that his wife had called him for dinner. The crocodile carried the monkey on his back across the river. He told this monkey his wife's plan. The monkey had to think quickly if he wanted to save himself. He told the crocodile that he left his heart on the berry tree and that they needed to return. On reaching the monkey climbed the tree and spoke. I'm not getting down. You betrayed my trust and that means our friendship is over. Moral of the story. Never betray someone who trusts you and choose your friends wisely. There were two brothers. The older one was always mean to the younger one. The older one would chop firewood in the forest and sell it in the market. One day, he stumbled across a magical tree. The tree begged him not to cut him down and promised him golden apples in exchange. The older brother felt disappointed with the number of apples he received. He decided to cut down the tree anyway, but the tree showered him with hundreds of needles. The boy was left lying on the forest ground in pain. His younger brother finally found him and carefully took out every needle. The older brother finally apologized for treating his brother badly. The magical tree saw this exchange. It decided to give them more golden apples. Moral: kindness will always be rewarded. Once upon a time, there lived a greedy lion who attacked and killed animals, because of which every animal in the jungle was very afraid of him. One day, they decided that each animal would go to the lion, per day, as his prey. The lion agreed. When it was the rabbit's turn, they decided to send the wise old one. He traveled slowly and reached the lion's den before sunset. The lion furiously asked him, "Why are you so late?" The rabbit answered, "A group of rabbits were coming to you, but on their way, the others were attacked by another ferocious lion. I managed to escape and came here." The rabbit also mentioned that the other lion was challenging this one. The lion was extremely angry and asked the rabbit to take him to meet the new lion. The wise rabbit took the lion to a deep well, and showed him his own reflection. As the lion growled, his reflection did the same. He considered this reflection to be his enemy. The enraged lion jumped into the well to attack the other lion, and ended up dying. Thus, the wise old rabbit saved himself, and all the animals in the forest. Moral of the story: one must always focus on solutions, rather than problems. In a small village, there was an abandoned house said to be haunted. Villagers whispered about the ghost of a woman in white who wandered the halls, searching for her lost child. One night, a curious teenager named Ravi decided to explore the house. As he entered, a chilling breeze swept through the dark rooms. He heard soft cries echoing through the corridors. Following the sound, he stumbled upon a dusty old nursery. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind him. Panic rose within him as he turned to see a figure in white standing in the corner. "Where is my child?" the ghostly figure wailed, her face twisted in sorrow. Ravi, trembling, whispered, "I don't know." At that moment, the ghost pointed to a cracked mirror, and Ravi saw the reflection of a small boy behind him. The next instant, he felt a cold grip on his shoulder, and the room went dark. Once upon a time, a farmer had a goose that laid a golden egg every day. The farmer used to sell that egg and earn enough money to meet their family's day-to-day needs. One day, the farmer thought that if he could get more such golden eggs and make a lot of money and become a wealthy person. The farmer decided to cut the goose and remove all the golden eggs from its stomach. As soon as they killed the bird and opened the goose's stomach, they found no eggs. The foolish farmer realized they had destroyed their last resource out of greed. A fox lived in a forest. One day, he was very hungry. It was a hot summer day. He went out of his place and wandered here and there. He is looking up for some food. He visited many places in search of food. Finally, he found a vineyard a mile away. He ran and reached there. He saw a chubby bear near the vineyard. The chubby bear asked him politely, "Where are you going?" The hungry fox glared at him. The chubby bear again tried to ask him the same, but before he could complete his question, the ravenous fox entered into the vineyard. He saw the multicolored bunches of grapes in the vineyard. He was amazed and became very happy. His mouth started watering. He wished to eat all at once. He jumped to catch the grapes and tried to eat them. But he got nothing, not even a single bunch. He was not close enough to any branch. He jumped high again and again but failed to catch all the time. His all efforts were of no use as the grapes were far away from his reach. He went away from the vineyard. On his way, he again met with the chubby bear. Now, the chubby bear asked him, "Have you eaten the grapes?" He said, "The grapes were sour." If I eat them, I might fall ill. Moral: nothing comes easy, do not hate what you can't have. A lonely elephant was looking for friends in the forest. The monkey declined to be the elephant's friend because the elephant could not swing in the trees. The rabbit turned the elephant because it was too big to fit in the burrow. The frog refused to be the elephant's friend because it could not jump. Every other animal said no to the poor elephant. The next day, all the animals in the forest were running away in fear. The elephant stopped a bear who said that the tiger was attacking them all. The elephant nicely asked the tiger to stop, but the tiger told the elephant to stay out of the way. The elephant proceeded to kick the tiger and scare it away. The other animals then realized that the elephant was the perfect size to be their friend. Moral: friends can be any shape or size. An old man had 3 sons. They were hard workers but always fought. He could never unite them. He then fell ill and asked his sons to unite. They paid him no heed. He decided to teach them a lesson to set aside their differences. He gave them a bundle of sticks and told them to break it into 2. Whoever finishes first would win. They quickly did this and started fighting again. He then gave them another bundle of sticks and told them to break it as a bundle and not separately. Despite their best efforts, they could not do it. He told them it was easy to break the sticks individually. But if you stay united, no one can hurt you. They finally understood the value of unity. Moral: there's strength in unity. A shepherd boy in a village used to take his herd of sheep across the fields near the forest. He felt this job was very dull and wanted to have some fun. One day while grazing the sheep, he shouted, "Wolf! Wolf! The wolf is carrying away a lamb." Farmers working in the nearby fields came running for help but didn't find any wolf. The boy laughed and replied, "It was just fun. There is no wolf here." The boy played a similar trick repeatedly for many days. After some days, while the shepherd boy was in the field with the herd of sheep, suddenly, a wolf came out from the nearby forest and attacked one of the lambs. The boy was frightened and cried loudly, "Wolf! Wolf! The wolf is carrying a lamb away." The farmers thought the boy was playing mischief again. So, no one paid attention to him and didn't come to his help.
Once upon a time, a thirsty crow flew over a forest and a town, desperately searching for water. After much effort, he spotted a house with a pot of water. Unfortunately, the water level was too low for him to reach. The crow then had an idea: if he could raise the water level, he could drink. He began picking up pebbles from the ground and dropping them into the pot, one by one. Though it took a while, the water level gradually rose. Eventually, after an hour of hard work, the water reached the rim of the pot. The crow joyfully drank his fill and even invited other thirsty birds to join him. They all enjoyed the water and thanked the kind-hearted crow before flying away, grateful for his cleverness and generosity.
For more videos like, share, follow and subscribe. My Animetrics.